Good day, everybody. Welcome to PatFacts. Patrick here, Pat on your back, personal fitness. Happy May 1st. It's going to be May, as Justin likes to remind us. We're having a great first day of May. Great day here in Barrie, Ontario, where I am. Hope you're having a wonderful day and enjoying the new month, the new opportunity, the new kind of fresh start, really, that we get from that month turning over. So as always, I'd like to remind you that hopefully you've got them kind of scheduled in somewhere, but if not, end of the month, first of the month is a great time to do those check-ins. How are you progressing with your big goal you've set for the end of this year? How are things going? Are you on track? Are you ahead of where you thought you'd be? Are you behind a little bit? Take this opportunity to refresh and to look and to maybe restructure if you need to. Maybe you need to refocus a little bit, but build those checkpoints in wherever they work for you. But typically, end of a month and or first of a month, that kind of area is a nice one because the calendar takes care of it for you. It's going to happen, so it's just there. You can kind of schedule that in and know when the month changes. Okay, it's time to sit. Maybe I take my the night of the first, or maybe I take the first Saturday of the month, or the last day of the month. Again, whatever is going to work for you. But it gives you that automatic reminder. Then again, you can sit. What's working? What's not working? What can I modify? What can I tweak? Where can I rearrange things a little bit? Do I need to modify based on maybe a 2 or 3 or 6 week month outlook that we've talked about doing before? Am I approaching a busier time or maybe a less busy time where I can ramp up or ramp down the training or the progress towards my goal, and I can make those adjustments that I need to? So again, whenever works for you, maybe you need a bi-weekly check-in or every week. It's whatever's going to work best for you, but month end, again, is a nice time, or month beginning is a nice time to really take a look at things. So, and it's there for you. Like I said, it's scheduled, it's going to happen. So it kind of gives you that reminder as the calendar changes over, or you can always set those reminders in your devices and your alarms and that sort of thing as well. So that's our little public service announcement to start us off tonight. Hey, Bonnie, welcome in. Good to see you. As always, welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're with us live or if you're with us on recording. We appreciate you being here, and hope you'll join us in the comments and in the chats here, whatever platform you're watching on, and let us know. Say hello, ask any questions you may have, and let us know how you're feeling about some of the content we're sharing, or if you've put maybe some things into practice that we've talked about. What are your results? Let's share with each other as well, and help each other continue to grow and ascend till the end, like we like to say here on PatFacts. What we like to talk about tonight, sorry guys, little notice here. It says I'm not streaming to Facebook, but Bonnie's watching me on Facebook. So hopefully we're still there. If not, we'll post the replay up after. Tonight, what we're going to chat about is a bit of a, we have quotes from Winston Churchill sometimes that we chat about here and discuss. Tonight, we're going to discuss a quote, but from a different author, a different personality. We're going to chat about a quote I recently discovered from a hip artist from Nova Scotia, from the East Coast, Classified. I haven't recently discovered Classified. I've been a big fan of his for a long time, but he has a new album out. And on one of the songs, excuse me, he has a line that I thought was a good reminder to us, a good, almost like a compass, a good way to keep us on track. So we're going to discuss that tonight and kind of what it brought to mind for me, and hopefully it'll kind of bring the same energy and motivation, a bit of a meaning to you as well. But if you find you get something different from it, by all means, again, let us know in the chat what you took from it. But the quote is in one of his songs. Bonnie, if you're still there, can you shoot me a message or just a little comment here, just so I know? It says Facebook's having trouble, but you commented in, so I think we're okay. The quote is, "Today's the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we will ever be." So that's in a line of one of his new songs that he has out. And I thought, what a great line, what a great reminder that we can use every day for us. And again, day to day, we can use this and transfer it. Today's the oldest we've ever been. We've never been older than we are today, right now, whenever you're watching this. It's the oldest we've ever been, and it's also the youngest we will ever be. We won't be this young tomorrow. We'll be another day older. We'll be so oldest we've ever been today, youngest we'll ever be. And again, I thought it was such a great reminder to us and a great way to maybe frame what we're doing and look at what we're doing and how we try to progress towards our goals. Maybe we need that reminder for us. Today's the oldest we've ever been. So we've had the most experience, the most wisdom, the most strength, the most failures and successes to draw from. We're the oldest we've ever been. We have all that to draw from. So why not draw from all those experiences, positive and negative, and let's put them into our goal setting. Let's put them into our progression towards our goal. Let's put them until tomorrow, taking that next step forward towards that big goal. Because we have all this wealth of knowledge and experience to draw from. So why not use it? We've talked here before about your when life works list, having a list of when things were working well for you. What was going on? What were you doing? Were you following a fitness routine? Were you eating well? Were you getting good sleep? Was your life different then? We take a look at those times and then hopefully bring some of those things into today to help increase our chances of success, because we have systems, we have experience to draw from. Just the same as when things haven't been working, we know why, or we know when. We know if things have gone on and haven't worked. Can we draw from that? Can we grow from that? Can we make sure that we're on the right track and we're moving forward? So we want to use all these experiences for us, for ourselves, to grow from. That's what we want to do, is always grow as individuals and always evolve. Again, we like to say ascend till the end here in our PatFacts community. So since today is the oldest we've ever been, we have, however old you are plus today, to draw from, to get those experiences. Maybe something happened earlier this week when you weren't as old as you are today. Maybe you can draw from that experience. Maybe you handle that situation not as well as you had hoped that you would have, or maybe that you should have. Maybe you handled it perfectly. Let's learn from it. Let's draw from it. Let's put that experience away somewhere. So when something similar comes up down the road, we can draw from this experience. We can learn from our age, our wisdom that we've gained being as old as we are today, which is the oldest we've ever been. So let's use that. Let's draw from that. Let's take time. Again, it's new month today, May 1st. Maybe if you haven't for a while, maybe again, reflect back. Like I said, we have talked about it here, but maybe it's time to sit back and think of what was going well for me when life was like at its optimal point, when life was working. What was I doing? What certain things that I have in place? Maybe now it's that great time at new month to sit and figure that out. Today's the oldest you've ever been. Let's look back on when life was working. Maybe it was, again, a few weeks ago. Maybe it was a few months ago. Maybe it was pre-pandemic. Maybe it was back in university or high school. Maybe it was your first job. Maybe it was your second or third job. Think about those times when life worked for you, and then what can you draw from that to plug into today? And then the other way, look at maybe when things weren't working so well, or when you had trouble achieving your goals. What wasn't working? How can I modify those things to make them work now to help me progress toward my goal? Let's draw from that experience. Let's also take time to congratulate ourselves, to celebrate the victories that we've had, to acknowledge ourselves so that we can have gratitude for ourselves and feel good and build self-esteem and self-efficacy because of all the great things we've been able to accomplish. Can we talk here about too often we're too quick on to the next thing? Okay, I did this, but now I've got to do that. I've got to get to here. This is the next goal. When really we want to celebrate this goal and acknowledge ourselves and celebrate what we've been able to do to, again, learn from that and absorb it and store that experience away, that wisdom away that comes with aging, so we can, again, apply it to the next goal or 5 goals down the road whenever we happen to need that experience. So again, another great time. It's beginning of a new month. Maybe take some time to acknowledge the previous month, all the things you accomplished on your way to progressing to this goal we have for the end of December, our 2024 goal. Maybe the steps you've taken through the month. Acknowledge yourself. Celebrate those steps you've taken on your way towards that goal. If you have check-ins in your plan, again, month end is probably a good time. Again, look through those checkpoints. Did you hit all those goals you set up for the month? Did you hit all the goals you wanted to? Did you take all the steps you wanted to take toward that goal? Are you where you wanted to be on May 1st, 2024, as we record this? And if so, celebrate those things. Acknowledge yourself. Give yourself that credit, that pat on your back that you deserve for getting those things done. And then again, that puts away the wisdom, the experience that we can use it when we need it. And it builds up your self-confidence, your self-esteem, because you're rewarding yourself, you're acknowledging yourself, you're giving yourself credit. Remember when you're playing sports when you're younger and your coach said, hey, great job on that play, or way to keep your head in the game, or a teacher said, great job on that test yesterday, or way to go writing that story, or your parents will give you some feedback that way of great job, looking after the house for us or something. Hey, you made a really great dinner last night. That was really good. You feel good hearing those things. We can do that for ourselves. We just usually don't, because maybe it seems a little conceited, or again, we're just so caught up in the rat race that we're on to the next thing. Great time. Today's the oldest you've ever been. Look back, reflect, use those experiences. Look at great experiences you've had. Look at things like for me, this experience here in this picture. It's hard to see, I know, but Peter Twist is there, who was a huge fitness mentor of mine. Two of my friends, Marc Andre and Kennedy, are in there. We all get to present together at a fitness conference. It was a twist conditioning session, but he basically gave us the reins and we went with it. Marc had the lead and Kennedy and I kind of helped. And Pete just floated around and helped participants. It was titled as his session, but he let us have the reins to it. And it was a big experience for us. It was a big goal for the three of us to present at these conferences and try to take those steps to becoming fitness leaders. So it was a big deal for us to be able to do that. Sometimes we forget about those experiences. I've been fortunate to meet quite a few different people, some celebrities along the way, Olympic athletes and fitness professionals and athletes and wrestlers and different entities, different people I admire and look up to. Every once in a while, I need to take a moment and say, I've been pretty lucky to meet all those people, to have that experience, to shake that person's hand, even if it was just for a few minutes. But again, after that, we're on to the next thing and they're on to the next person. We don't always sit and acknowledge that and appreciate it, let it soak in. So take some time. Again, as the calendar changes over for a new month, season's kind of changing weather-wise, hopefully, for us heading into spring. Let's take that time to, again, today's the oldest we've ever been. Let's draw from those experiences. Let's appreciate them. Let's take some time to reflect and build ourselves up a little bit. Give ourselves that positive outlook that we need to have to keep going forward to maybe get ourselves remotivated, because it's May and it's been a long haul of trying to work on this since October, if you've been with us, or whenever you started your voyage towards your goal. It's a long road. It's difficult. There's ups and downs. Maybe you need something to help you feel, kind of reinvigorate you, feel energized again, maybe get you back on track and feel focused. Maybe sometime reflecting, because today's the oldest you've ever been. Again, that When Life Works list, even when things didn't work, looking at it, but seeing, maybe from an outside perspective now, if I had done this, that probably would work for me. Or looking back on when something didn't work, but knowing what you know now, okay, if I had done this, that would have worked. Again, you can build yourself up that way. And then appreciate the experiences you've had, whether it's on goal setting and accomplishment or just in general. Take some time, look back, reflect, appreciate them. Be able to, again, just be in the moment, even if they're not there anymore. Go back to those moments, sit in them, reflect on them a little bit. and appreciate yourself for them and be able to go through them. And that'll help it re-energize us. That'll help maybe remotivate us. It'll maybe freshen things up, maybe get us away from that fatigue, sluggish, burnout feeling that maybe you're having right now. We can and are permitted to and should acknowledge our successes and build ourselves up and generate internal motivation and alertness and inspiration. Because if we rely on outside sources, they're good for a bit, but they don't really last because they're not always there. They kind of come and they go. They're here and there and we get pumped up and then they kind of go away a little bit. Whereas if we can take advantage of the wisdom we've obtained, being the oldest we've ever been today, then we can draw on that and then build ourselves up and create that energy for ourselves. And the more efficient we are at that, the more that system is practiced. Just like the more we practice a bicep curl, we get stronger at it. The more we practice riding a bike, we get better at it. It's a skill. The more we practice internal monologue and acknowledging ourselves and celebrating the victories, and building ourselves up, then we don't have to wait for or rely on or depend on outside sources. Those are just bonus. Or those are a little kickstart to get us going maybe once in a while, or a little extra, like a turbo kind of a boost sort of thing, because we've got the system in to keep us going and moving forward. Those are just added on top. And today is also the youngest we'll ever be. Tomorrow will be a day older than we are today. We're a day older today than we were yesterday. Today's the youngest we'll ever be. We're always aging. So if today's the youngest you're ever going to be, why not take the time to take care of yourself? Why not today to get started? Why not today to push forward and work towards that goal? Maybe set a goal if you don't have one. If you haven't set a goal for 2024, best time to start, as our pal Peter Twist likes to say, best time to start is now. Now is the best time to start. Put it down on paper. Think of a goal, plan it, set it out, and then put some steps in place to progress toward that. Again, it's May, but it's only May. We have until December 31st to finish a 2024 goal or New Year resolution. But again, it's a New Year's resolution. It's not a May resolution or a February resolution. You have the whole year to do it. So today's the youngest you'll ever be. Why not start now? Why not start making you a better version of you? Why not start building yourself up to where you need to be? Why not start making yourself the priority that you deserve to be? Like we like to finish our episodes here with every week. You deserve to be that priority in your life. And that's going to help all those around you that you're trying to look after and take care of and interact with and work with and guide along. So why not pick today if you haven't been already? And if you've been going already and making that journey towards your goal, you're on that track, you're working hard, why not double down today? Let's ramp things up. Let's pick things up a little bit if you're going. If you've been going this far from October to May with us, and again, whenever you started, even if you hadn't started in October when we did in this planning process, whenever you've started and got to today, whenever you're watching this, why not today pick up that pace? Let's really, again, it's a new beginning. We open the show with reflecting on when life works and what's going on and putting that into play. Let's put that in and let's try to ramp things up a little bit. Let's maybe double down on some of the good things we're doing so we get even more great results from that as well and make even more progress towards that goal. If things are working, again, maybe we can put more into them. Maybe we don't need to change things. Maybe we can just double down on what is working. Maybe our routine is great. Maybe our nutrition plan is working great. Maybe we don't need to change things, but maybe we can double down on things. Maybe our sleep routine is really good, but we can maybe just increase that a little bit. Maybe during the week you're great, but on the weekends, maybe you're up late or something. Maybe we double down. Now let's go 7 days a week with a plan we already have that is working. Let's go for consistency, or let's up the ante a little bit. Right came in. Welcome in, by the way. Chris is, that's a deep quote for sure. As soon as I heard the song, it's a really good song. It's called Drip by Classified from his new album, Luke's View. shameless plug. He doesn't pay me anything yet to do that, but it's a great track anyway. There's a couple of good ones too. There's some other good ones. Even his first, this is part of the first kind of opening of the song, and it's in there kind of around the chorus a few times. But the first time I heard it, it kind of caught me almost right away, and I went back and listened to it again. And I thought, what a great quote. I don't always find songs and things. I look into the lyrics too much. I just enjoy the song. I enjoy the beat. I hear the words and listen to them. But it classified as one where I do time to time get hooked into a word, or I hear a meaning of it, and I take a meaning from it, and I get into the lyrics a bit more. And this is one of those songs that just as soon as I heard that, I went, what was that? And I went back and brought it forward. And I thought, oh, that's what a great reminder, what a great quote, and what a great topic for PatFacts. So, yeah, I thought it was, again, a great reminder for us and something we can take with us, because every day this is true. Today is the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. Tomorrow, that's going to be true again. So again, why not draw from the vast experiences we've had, being the oldest we've ever been? And since this is the youngest we'll ever be, why not put things into place now? Why not take advantage of being so young and start to better ourselves, that when we become older tomorrow, we've got things in place to take care of ourselves. And so down the road, when we're older, again, we have a better quality of life, because these are habits, it's lifestyle, it's automatic for us. We can live independently a lot longer. We can avoid or hopefully at least minimize diseases and sicknesses from happening. We can chase our kids and our grandkids around for a lot longer. We can interact with people. We can be involved in our communities. We can be leaders and influencers in our community by thinking of this quote and keeping it in mind. Again, every day this is true. Today's the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. So why not push forward now while we're still so young and make ourselves the best version of ourselves we can? Because we do have time. Again, tomorrow will be the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. But that's not the end. We still got time. Let's make the most of that time. And let's create the version of ourselves that we know we want to have and that we deserve to be. Because again, it benefits us, but it also benefits those around us that we're trying to help out and take care of and interact with and be there for. So again, I thought it was such a great quote and a great tie-in to what we're doing here as far as our goal setting and goal achievement for 2024. Again, typically for me, I'm a little more health and fitness based, but whatever your goal is, how this talks to you as well, and what we drew from that as well. So if you're with us again here, I think we lost our Facebook feed. We'll repost it after. But if you're with us here still, what do you take from that? Do you take what I took from it? Is again, today's the oldest we've ever been. So let's draw from that knowledge and that wisdom. And today's the youngest we'll ever be. So why not today get started, get planning, get setting that goal, get your workout clothes ready for tomorrow so you're set up. What can you do today to take advantage of that? Let's get things going. Let's get the ball rolling now, because tomorrow will be a day older. We don't want to lose that youthfulness that we have, because we're going to be older tomorrow. Is that what you kind of got from it, or is there something else that maybe you've taken from that? Again, I'd love to hear from you in the comments and the chats as well. And definitely, I mentioned before, I know I do want to expand this to an interview style kind of program, like we've had Blake on before, and people from the Terry Fox Foundation, whether it's probably a different day or maybe a podcast form or something. But Classified is one of the people on my list to have on the show. So we can definitely ask him about this quote as well, having him on. But again, if you read that and maybe you take something different from that, and he even mentions, like, part of the quote is, I feel like $1 million. He kind of ties some, and then it kind of ends with this one. Today's the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. But the whole thing, even leading up to it, there's some good nuggets in there of like, yeah, I feel like $1 million. Let's go do this. Let's get it. And let's not waste time. Why waste time? Today's the oldest we've ever been, but the youngest we'll ever be. So why waste the time? Let's get going now. Let's put our best foot forward and let's progress toward that goal. Let's set a goal. Let's collaborate with some people. Let's hire a coach. Let's start that nutrition program. Let's get to the gym. Let's invest in a home gym so we can work out at home. Let's get a coach. Let's learn that language. Let's learn that software program we need to, whatever the case may be. Why wait? Again, it kind of goes back to my Peter Twist quote I mentioned. The best time to start is now. The best time to start is now, because today is the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. So why not take all that vast information we have, that experience, that wisdom, and let's apply it while we're still young and can push things through it and forward and get ourselves going. Yeah, for sure, K-Man. Take your time there. He says we need to mull that one over for sure. And like I said, for me, even I heard it and I liked it, and I listened. I thought, that's good. But it took me a few days to see what does that mean for me, though. Like, I love the phrase. It's a deep quote. It's a fluid part of the song. I'm like, what does it mean? Why am I so drawn to that part of the song and that quote? Why did that speak to me? And it took me a couple of days in hearing the song, which was a good excuse to keep listening to the song over and over. But yeah, then it really came to me. So yeah, even if you're with us in recording, or if you're with us live, again, the recordings get posted. Feel free to come back and post in the comments, in the chats, send me a DM. What does it mean to you? What do you take from this quote? And again, it's different for everybody. We talked before about, our pal Todd here had his book, Get Your Mind Right. We talked about some of the different components. And I remember we did an episode about Train to Win. That was one of his kind of 10 components in the book. And I gave my sort of take on that quote. And I remember Jen saying, here's what I think Train to Win means, which is perfect. It's different to everybody. It speaks to everyone in a different way. And even Classified saying, he was on a live the other day saying how he has his favorites on the album, but he's been hearing from so many people about their favorites, and he loves how it's music, so it's open to interpretation. It's everyone's favorite is right, because it's your opinion of what it is. So same with this, you can read this quote and take from it what you think works for you. It might be similar to what I have. It might be maybe something totally different. But again, it's something, it's cool to be able to hear that. And like I said, he's probably one of the few artists that I really stop and listen to some of the lyrics. He'll catch me and I'll go back and have to hear it again. I had headphones on listening to it, and I caught a Golden Girls reference in a song as well. In this song too, there's a little Golden Girls reference in there as well that I didn't catch the first few times, but it's in there as well. So again, you never know where inspiration is going to come from, motivation. It could be something like this, could be a song lyric, it could be something you read. Hopefully every once in a while it's your favorite episode of PatFacts, or someone you enjoy watching, a coach or a leader in an industry. That's something that you're looking to do, or someone who's done maybe what you're looking to do as well and accomplish. Hopefully you get some inspiration from that. And again, just something a little different perspective, because things are heavy still lately. There's lots going on, lots to come, I think, unfortunately, of heavy stuff and dark stuff. So we need different things to just, again, give us that spark sometimes where we can get that fire going from within again and get our internal motivation systems back on track. And I think this is a great one, a great reminder, a great mantra to put up around, or again, maybe set on your your daily alarms, or have in your workspace or on your mirrors, whatever. Today's the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. So why not make the most of today? Do the best we can to put our best foot forward again and work towards those goals, or to just interact politely with people, to smile, please and thank you, try to brighten someone's day, try to spread that positivity pandemic that we like to spread here. Today's the oldest we've ever been and the youngest we'll ever be. So why not put out some good energy into the world so others can benefit from that as well. But that all starts from taking good care of ourselves. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you are with us live or recording, let me know. Let me know if this quote spoke to you, whether it was differently, or if you took kind of what I took from it. But hopefully you can kind of see the relationship I made to it and what I kind of drew from it. And hopefully we can use it that way to, again, help us stay on track and stay motivated towards our 2024 goals, and to help us stay moving forward and to spread that positivity pandemic around our environments and our areas and our communities, because we still need that. We still really need to be those leaders who spread that positive energy around to hopefully help it grow and build and continue to spread everywhere. So there's more positivity, less negativity around, because we can all benefit when that happens. So that's it for tonight, gang. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Facebook, I think we lost you, so I apologize. There's a streaming issue somewhere in the background, I guess, to Facebook. We got cut off. So we'll post a replay there so everybody can check that out. Again, let us know. Feel free to give us a follow at POYBFit on social media. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all the same. IG, it's all at POYB, like pat on your back fit, there for you. We do post these replays. They stick around for you. Twitch is a week, but everything else, they usually stay there. So let us know, again, where you're tuning in from, what you take from these episodes, and again, what this quote says for you. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you here back next week. Same time, same place. Have a great week. Remember, everybody, today's the oldest you've ever been and the youngest you'll ever be. So make yourself the priority you deserve to be by striving to be operationally fit. Stay safe. Take care. We'll see you next week.